Hi, this is Rachelle, and I have a new printable kit that is available in my Journal Life's Journey Etsy shop. I will link to it in the description box below. And this kit is made up of labels and cards. So the labels have a vintage look. They can be used vertical. Some of them are only vertical. Others can be used vertically or horizontally. I think that's a little different to have vertical labels. Those are the smaller ones. Let me give you an approximate measurement on those. Let's pick one. So about 1 1/4 by 2 3/4 for the smaller ones. And then you can always adjust the size when you print, reduce the size. So this is about 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. Yeah. And get some color in these as well. This is another set of the smaller ones, again with some color, florals. And then these are the larger ones, again with the vintage look background also. Then these are reminiscent to me of cigarette cards, but smaller. And I think you could actually convert these into cigarette cards if you wanted to. I printed everything on 32-pound paper. These are about 1 7/8 by 4 3/4. You could print on cardstock and print on the back of your cardstock. I intend to back these, and I may be doing some stitching as well, which is why I just printed them on paper. But this is what they look like. And then here is the black and white version. And then these cards are 3 by 4, so micro size. This is botanicals and butterflies, dragonfly, some receipts and other script things in the background. This is the vintage look. And then this is the black and white version. So you can ink over these and maybe even do watercolor. Depending on what you want to do, you can use your markers to color these in to make them whatever you want them to be. So that is everything. It's a small little kit, and it is listed in the shop at Journal Life's Journey on Etsy. Okay, so I've already showed all of these pages that I printed on regular paper. I went ahead and printed everything on cardstock, and I used one of the backing papers to print on the back of this. So this is what they look like cut out. And I probably should have used the brown color on these. I just didn't think of it at the time. I just used the gray backing sheet, the grunge one. But I think if I ink around the edges with a little vintage photo, that'll solve that problem. Let's test that theory and see. All right, let's see. It's probably time to re-ink this. Maybe not. Yeah. So I think I can get away with the gray and then just ink it up around the edges with the vintage photo. Ink this part. Oops. Okay. All right. So that's what that looks like inked up. And of course, I can change the color of the backs that I use. But here are the gray cards. And here are the vintage look. And I cut these with a paper trimmer, so I didn't do the best job, as you can see, cutting them, but that's what they look like. Then these are kind of like cigarette cards. They're kind of what I had in mind, but they have the script and the floral botanical on them. This is what they look like cut out on cardstock. These are backed with the gray backing paper as well. Then here are the vintage look, gray backing paper as well. And I left a little white around the edge. You don't have to do that. I just did that. And then I said, well, I can trim that off later if I don't want it, or I can just ink it. Okay, so those are the cards. And then these are the labels. And I pulled the labels in to Silhouette Studio and used my cutting machine to cut them. I think I was able to do that with everything except this one sheet. I could have done it, but it was a little harder to remove the background on this one in Silhouette. So I decided I would just fussy cut those later. This is what all the labels look like. Most of these are vertical, but you can use them horizontally. Some of them, like this is specifically vertical, but I think these can go either way because they don't have a specific design element. But this is what they look like cut out. And of course, they can use a little inking to get rid of the white edges. I think my favorites are the larger ones, but these are all pretty fun. And they're different. They're not like all the other labels. I like that they're different. Got different sizes, different looks. They're more ornate, not just a plain line around a rectangular space. Then these are the larger ones. These could even be used kind of like tags. That's what they look like. We have florals on them, some of them greenery. And I think you get a better look and feel for them once they're cut out. And just like this one, it's got a little white showing around the edge. So, and I didn't back these either because they're labels. So I guess the bigger ones, I could back them if I'm going to use them as tags. So just print on the back before I put them in the digital cutting machine. But yeah, so that one could go either way. I think it looks best vertical though, but I think I could get away with it going this way. Anywho, so that is what those look like. So these are available now. Please go over and check out my Etsy shop. It will be linked in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.